Have you ever felt like something was off in your life, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it? Maybe you've experienced a sudden string of bad luck, felt inexplicably drained around certain people, or noticed patterns that seem too specific to be coincidental. While most life challenges have ordinary explanations, many spiritual traditions across the world recognize that some difficulties may have deeper, unseen causes. Today, we're going to explore a topic that makes many people uncomfortable, but has been part of human consciousness for thousands of years: the possibility that someone might be directing negative spiritual energy toward you. Whether you call it the evil eye, hexes, curses, negative energy, or spiritual attacks, cultures from Africa to Asia, from Europe to the Americas, have long acknowledged that intention, energy, and spiritual practices can affect others from a distance. Before we begin, let me be clear about something important. This discussion isn't about promoting fear or paranoia. It's about awareness and empowerment. Just as you'd learn to recognize the signs of physical illness to protect your health, understanding spiritual dynamics can help you protect your energetic and psychological well-being. And remember, not every problem in life is spiritual. Sometimes a bad day is just a bad day. But when patterns emerge that defy logical explanation, it's worth considering all possibilities. We'll explore 5 key signs that might indicate someone is using occult powers against you. And more importantly, we'll discuss practical steps you can take to protect yourself and break free from these influences. So whether you're deeply spiritual, simply curious, or skeptical but open-minded, stay with me. What you learn today might just change your perspective on the invisible forces that shape our lives. Sign 1. Sudden and unexplained physical symptoms. The first sign that someone might be directing negative energy toward you is the appearance of sudden, unexplained physical symptoms that medical professionals cannot diagnose or treat effectively. Your body is incredibly sensitive to energy, both physical and spiritual. When someone directs harmful intention toward you through occult means, your physical body often registers this first, acting like an antenna picking up negative frequencies. You might experience chronic headaches that appear out of nowhere, particularly focusing around your temples or the back of your head. These aren't your typical tension headaches. They feel different, almost as if there's pressure being applied from the outside. Many people report unexplained fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. You sleep 8, 9, even 10 hours, but you wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all. Your energy is constantly depleted, and simple tasks that you once handled easily now feel overwhelming. This exhaustion isn't just physical, it's a deep soul-level weariness that seems to drain your very life force. Digestive issues are another common manifestation. Your stomach might feel unsettled for no apparent reason. You might lose your appetite completely or experience nausea that comes in waves, particularly when you think about certain people or situations. Some people report feeling a knot or heaviness in their solar plexus, that area just below your rib cage, which many spiritual traditions recognize as a key energy center. Sleep disturbances are particularly telling. You might experience vivid nightmares, often featuring the person who's sending negative energy your way, although sometimes they appear in disguised forms. You might wake up at odd hours, particularly between 3 and 4 a.m., feeling anxious or sensing a presence in your room. Sleep paralysis, where you're conscious but unable to move, can also be a sign of spiritual interference. Here's what makes these symptoms distinctive. They don't respond to conventional treatment. You visit doctors, you get tests done, and everything comes back normal, or the treatments they prescribe simply don't work. The medical establishment finds nothing wrong, yet you know something is definitely not right with your body. Now, I must emphasize this crucial point. Always seek medical attention first. Never assume symptoms are spiritual without ruling out physical causes. But if you've exhausted medical options and nothing makes sense, it's worth considering other dimensions to your experience. Sign 2. A sudden cascade of bad luck and blocked opportunities. The second sign is perhaps one of the most frustrating, a sudden dramatic shift in your luck where doors that were once open suddenly slam shut and everything you touch seems to turn to dust. We all experience setbacks in life. That's normal. But what we're talking about here is different. It's when you notice a pattern of obstacles appearing specifically in areas where you were previously thriving or making progress. That job you were perfect for, suddenly given to someone less qualified. That business deal that was all but signed falls through at the last minute for inexplicable reasons. That relationship that was blooming beautifully encounters strange complications out of nowhere. This isn't just one or two setbacks, it's a cascade, a domino effect, where one thing after another goes wrong in ways that defy probability. Your car breaks down, then your phone, then your laptop, all within days. Financial opportunities evaporate. Projects you've invested time and energy into crumble before your eyes. It's as if there's an invisible wall between you and success, no matter how hard you work. What makes this particularly insidious is the timing. Often, these blockages intensify right when you're on the verge of a breakthrough, right when you're about to launch that business, secure that promotion, or step into your power. Everything comes crashing down. This timing isn't accidental. When someone uses occult powers against you, they're often motivated by jealousy, envy, or a desire to see you fail. They target your progress specifically. You might also notice that things which come easily to others seem impossibly difficult for you. Others get opportunities with minimal effort, while you work twice as hard for half the results. This disparity, especially when it represents a dramatic change from how things used to be, can indicate spiritual interference. Pay attention to your intuition during these times. Often, when occult powers are at play, you'll have flashes of insight about who might be behind it. A particular person's face might keep appearing in your mind, or you might feel uneasy when you think about someone specific. Your subconscious knows before your conscious mind catches up. Another telling sign is that your usual problem-solving abilities seem to fail you. Strategies that have always worked before suddenly don't. It's as if your judgment is clouded, your clarity is compromised, and you're making uncharacteristic mistakes. This mental fog can be a direct result of spiritual attack designed to keep you confused and off balance. Sign 3. Disturbing dreams and spiritual attacks during sleep. The third sign involves what happens when you close your eyes at night. The dream realm is where the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinnest, making it a primary battleground for occult attacks. When someone is using occult powers against you, your dreams become a theater of spiritual warfare. You might dream repeatedly of being chased, attacked, or trapped. These aren't your run-of-the-mill anxiety dreams. They have a different quality, a heaviness and intensity that feels utterly real, and you often wake up with your heart pounding, drenched in sweat, feeling like you've actually been in a physical confrontation. Some people report dreams of eating food or being fed by someone they know or by strangers. In many spiritual traditions, eating in dreams represents agreements or covenants being formed in the spiritual realm, often designed to drain your blessings or bind your destiny. You might dream of being in dirty water, sewage, or graveyards, all symbols of spiritual contamination and death. Sexual dreams with specific individuals or with shadowy figures can indicate spiritual spouse attacks, where entities form attachments designed to drain your real-world relationships and drain your creative energy. After these dreams, you often feel violated, confused, and deeply uncomfortable. You might also experience what's known as astral attacks, where you sense a presence in your room, feel pressure on your chest, or find yourself unable to move or speak, even though you're conscious. Some people report seeing shadow figures, feeling hands touching them, or hearing voices just as they're falling asleep or waking up. The consistent factor in all these experiences is the feeling that something external is invading your peace. These aren't dreams generated by your own subconscious processing daily events. They have a foreign quality, as if someone else has scripted them. Sign 4. Sudden changes in relationships and social isolation. The fourth sign manifests in your relationships. When occult powers are directed against you, one of the goals is often to isolate you, cutting you off from your support systems and leaving you vulnerable. You might notice that relationships which were once solid suddenly become strained for no clear reason. Friends you've had for years start distancing themselves. They become cold, unavailable, or they simply ghost you without explanation. Family members who were once supportive become critical, hostile, or indifferent. It's as if people are seeing you through a distorted lens. This happens because occult attacks often include elements designed to make others perceive you negatively. In some traditions, this is accomplished through gossip spells or slander work, where the person using occult powers against you literally enchants others to think badly of you, turn against you, or spread rumors about you. Suddenly, your reputation is under attack, and you're defending yourself against accusations that have no basis in reality. You might also find that conflict follows you everywhere. Misunderstandings multiply. Simple conversations turn into arguments. People misinterpret your words or actions in the worst possible light. It's exhausting, and over time, you might start to withdraw, which is exactly what the attack is designed to accomplish. Romantic relationships suffer particularly under occult attack. Partners become suspicious, jealous, or disinterested. Communication breaks down. Intimacy evaporates. If you're single, you might find that potential partners lose interest inexplicably, or relationships fail to launch despite mutual attraction. It's as if there's an invisible repellent pushing people away from you. The isolation this creates is dangerous because it leaves you without the emotional support and perspective you need to recognize what's happening and fight back. Remember, spiritual attacks thrive in secrecy and isolation. When you're alone, you're more vulnerable, more likely to doubt yourself, and less likely to seek help. Sign 5. Unusual phenomena and synchronicities. The fifth and final sign involves unusual phenomena that seem to follow you, creating an atmosphere of unease and confirming that something beyond the ordinary is occurring. You might notice strange occurrences in your home, objects moving on their own or disappearing and reappearing in odd places, electronics malfunctioning specifically around you, lights flickering when you enter rooms, or devices draining of battery inexplicably. These disturbances are ways that spiritual interference manifests in the physical realm. Some people discover strange objects that don't belong to them, hidden in their homes, under mattresses, in corners, or buried in their yards. These might be ritual objects, strange powders, knotted strings, or items from your personal belongings that have gone missing and reappear altered. Finding such objects is a clear indication that someone has performed occult work against you. You might also experience the sensation of being watched when you're alone, cold spots in certain areas of your home, or the feeling that something dark is attached to you. Animals, particularly cats and dogs, might react strangely in your presence or in certain areas of your space, as animals are highly sensitive to spiritual energies. Synchronicities become darker. Instead of meaningful coincidences that guide you toward good things, you notice repeated negative symbols or numbers. The same obstacles appear in different forms. You might see the same person unexpectedly in multiple locations, or their name keeps appearing in strange contexts. Breaking free. protection, and liberation. Now that we've identified these signs, let's talk about breaking free and protecting yourself. First, strengthen your spiritual foundation. Whatever your faith tradition, deepen your practice. Prayer, meditation, and connection to the divine are your most powerful protections. Many traditions recommend reading sacred texts, reciting protective prayers, or calling on spiritual guardians and angels. Cleanse your space and your energy. This can be done through various methods: burning sage, Palo Santo, or frankincense, taking spiritual baths with salt, herbs, or blessed water, or having your home blessed by a spiritual leader. Physical cleanliness reflects spiritual cleanliness. Cut off contact with suspicious individuals where possible. If you suspect someone specific, create distance. Don't engage in conflict with them, as this gives them more access to your energy. Instead, quietly remove them from your life. Seek help from experienced spiritual practitioners. This might be a priest, imam, rabbi, root worker, energy healer, or other spiritual authority in your tradition. Don't try to fight sophisticated occult attacks alone. Just as you'd see a doctor for physical illness, see a spiritual professional for spiritual illness. Practice protection rituals daily. This might include visualizing yourself surrounded by white or golden light, wearing protective amulets or symbols from your tradition, or carrying protective herbs and stones. The key is consistency and faith. Finally, work on raising your vibration. Negativity attaches to negativity. The more you cultivate joy, gratitude, love, and positive energy, the less these attacks can affect you. Eat well, exercise, spend time in nature, nurture positive relationships, and engage in activities that bring you genuine happiness. Remember, awareness is power. By recognizing these signs, you've already taken the first step toward liberation. Not every difficulty in life is spiritual warfare, but when these patterns emerge clearly and persistently, trust your intuition and take action. You are more powerful than any force that comes against you. Your will, your faith, and your inner light are formidable defenses. Don't live in fear, but don't live in ignorance either. Protect yourself, strengthen yourself, and surround yourself with positive energy and positive people. If this information resonated with you, take action today. Begin your spiritual protection practices now, not tomorrow. Cleanse your space, say your prayers, and reclaim your power. You deserve to live free from spiritual attacks, and with the right knowledge and practices, you absolutely can. Stay blessed, stay protected, and remember, the light always overcomes the darkness.